Wow, Duchess Meghan, who is multilingual, just spoke few words in Korean. Not surprising because she's always had a very diversified circle of friends, so smart and relatable. All right, let's see here. That's the archetype. Meghan Markle breaks down toxic Asian stereotypes in first new podcast episode since the Queen's death. Okay, the Duchess of Sussex discusses lack of Asian representation on screen and a talk with Margaret Cho and Lisa Lang. Lisa Lang, I actually follow her and some other things. And before that, I remember from The View, all the things that I didn't know. She did look young, but she didn't come out as that young person. She said she was like 19 years old when they, no, that was with Anderson Cooper. She did some stuff with Channel 1 or something like that. But in The View, she was one of the youngest there. When she spoke very eloquently, very articulate, and she seemed much older than the age she was seems and stuff like that. And I think after she left, The View wasn't actually the same anymore. And then when they bring what's the other lady who they shut out when the vice president was coming, things start going downward. I don't watch it regularly, but I knew of it. Okay, so that was published October 4th 2022. So there's a picture of her friend in school. Yeah, diverse group of people. Yep. When I look at her hair here, she purposely trying to make her hair look like she mentioned it, an actress. I forgot the name of that actress. Okay, a humble icon. Okay, very interesting. A humble icon. Very interesting. A humble icon. Okay, beautiful picture. Her school days, great podcast, multilingual, LOL. Yeah, she doesn't just speak English. She speaks Spanish. There's proof of it where she was talking Spanish when she was in the UK meeting some people, and someone had a record of it and posted it. Yeah. And then she said her French is not that good, so she doesn't give too much credit on the French part. But we know for a fact she speaks Spanish.
What did you study at college?
I double majored theater and international relations, and then I went and worked for the U.S. Embassy for a bit. And
where?
In Argentina, in Buenos Aires.
That's sensational. You speak Spanish?
I do now.
Speak Spanish?
I do now, but they speak a very different kind of Spanish. It's Castellano, so it almost sounds like Italian.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So you speak a lot of different languages or just that?
I studied French for 8 years. And now it's deplorable.
So that's multilingual. All right, let's see here. She responded to her. Do you not know the meaning of multilingual? Please get the dictionary. Let's see here. Okay, Meghan Markle went up to a young woman and spoke Spanish. There it is. I didn't even know this was there. Spoke Spanish perfectly during homeboy industry visit. That's another thing too. That wasn't the one I was making reference to. I was making the reference to, I remember seeing Harry in the background and Meghan was talking to someone behind a barricade in Spanish. Okay, Meghan Markle impressed a student in Morocco with her French. Okay, that I wasn't even aware. The only thing that I have of her saying about the French part is that she said it's deplorable. Alright, when they ask her where did she go to school and what language she speak and all of that. So she said her French wasn't that good. Alright, better than her husband. Okay, Meghan Markle surprises everyone by basically being fluent in another language. Meghan Markle stuns onlookers with her perfect Spanish. Maybe that's the one that I was making reference to. The Duchess of Sussex paid an emotional visit to an LA charity. Oh, so not that one. Okay, yeah, she spoke different language. Alright. Okay, OMG, Meghan makes me so proud. Alright, the lady is indeed a queen, whilst others boast about only one word of Welsh, having had 30 years waiting to be a prince to learn the language. Wow. There was something that I saw. Was it a movie where the other one, before he got that title, he spent some times over there to learn the language? Okay, the pick. And yet she knew nothing of the challenges faced by Asian women, even with all those friends. What challenges? I mean, sometimes if you're not the one who's going through it yourself, you may never understand. Look at the amount of abuse that she's going through because of the, I don't know, her background being biracial. None of you really seem to understand to trashing her is not fun. So sometimes I said, maybe some of you need to go through it in order for you to understand. Wow. Alright, this is a clown account, followed by some squaddies, follow Trolls account. Let's see here. Who is that? Nope, I'm not following. Alright, so some of the people that I know are not following her because it doesn't mention it. 300. Okay, maybe it's time for me to block. Alright, black. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I'm already 30 something minutes and I have couple more. Maybe after I finish with the Meghan part and I'll change. Next tweet. Episode of the day, Archetype with Meghan returns with a new episode featuring at Margaret Cho and Lisa Lang on Archetype that try to limit and define Asian women. Okay, so happy it's back. Inspirational episode from Duchess Meghan, be yourself. Feels like this podcast get better with every new episode. A real treat. Yeah, you get to learn a lot. Okay, one of the best episode. Enjoy it so much. And the thing is that as so far all of her podcasts, when she's mentioning things that she was experiencing, things that she was seeing on TV, I remember all of it. I remember all of them. Okay, let's see this one and then I'll move on. The episode was very insightful for someone who had no idea of true meaning of the originality of the trope dragon lady and other archetype and which Asian women are affected by. This episode educated me. Okay, keep them coming, learn a lot. Excellent podcast. Meghan and the Archwell audio team did it again. Another amazing archetype episode. It was a fantastic episode, informative and interesting. Can't wait for next week. All right, let's go to the next tweet. There's that. I have a question for the royalists. Why did all the UK papers snub the new portrait of, quote, the future of the monarchy, end quote, for their front pages? They only got a look and 2 days later when a gorgeous pictures of Harry and Meghan was released on Instagram. Oh, so that's where it's, well, no, he also put it on Twitter as well. So see, I don't follow the other one, but I'm aware of it because the squad make reference of it. I don't share it. Why? How long did it come out? Was it okay? I'm not sure when the other Fab 4 came out and this one came out, and in terms of timing. Okay, Royal is having a hard time realizing the monarchy has nothing to offer. What set them apart was the myths and legends they told the world. Then they went exposed themselves as the most basic and racist, which was a turn off, and even the media don't want to platform. This one is very true, but she said it much better. The way that I said it is a way where the facade that they put, the way they portray themselves, is not what is behind the facade. So once the facade is revealed, we realize exactly what Dr. Zanier just said. You know, the mediocre, they're not really doing much for charities. As a matter of fact, charities are closing and all of that, but they're doing whatever they want in the background. All right, so yeah. All right, that is very true. She put it very well. The last pic shared by the palace has zero charisma. I'm not a fan of the queen, but the woman definitely had a charismatic personality. The pic in which she wears blue. Okay, that's that. And her last portrait 3 months before she died, but it still looked better than her airs and pics. I'm not even gonna click on it. I see no charisma in her. You just been bombarded with her image your entire life. That is true. So it's as familiar as the sun. Oh my God. It's as familiar as the sun. Outside of longevity, there's little I find remarkable here. LOL, don't break the little brain pig. I'm telling you. That is funny. The shade without even, putting a F-bomb in it. Okay, it really become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Can't even put your photo without Harry and Meghan. There's a sneaky laugh. It's the way it actually didn't have to be this way for me. Yep, it really didn't have to be that way at all. All right, and that October 4th front page headline couldn't be more appropriate. Britain, the British royal family and British media all need to get a grip. Their obsession and continued frenzy over all things Harry and Meghan is over the top, out of control, excessively tiring. Okay, to be fair, you know the gutter media can't act until they have images they know will actually bring the interest. Harry and Meghan minding their business and the business that pays them. UK press. Okay, Harry and Meghan had the right of it when they said the tabloid don't report the news they created. Yeah. Yep. Oh my God. Shush. Okay, everyone knows the source of the show. Oh God. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I just turned. After this, that's it. Okay, the great question. 1. They saw the social media reaction about how distasteful the photo was. Why use a bland photo that invites criticism of the royal they are backing? 2. They can push the competition narrative and theory people should side with the crown. It's now patriotic, not distasteful. Whatever, but they have class. The British royal family are amateurs when it comes to PR. Seriously, they cannot compete. Yeah. Definitely. Meghan knows about PR. This is why I said the others could have just asked Meghan. I'm telling you, they brought the gold standard to them. And then they rejected. The writer go on the hate campaign. The gold standard, everything that they needed. I mean, they don't need to tell Meghan every little detail, the stupidity that they're doing in the background, because we know, you know, the real journalists in the UK bring the true things that they're doing in the background. But the things that they wanted to portray from the facade, all they had to do is tell Meghan that part. Meghan will know how to convey. But they're so freaking stupid. They don't know. I don't know. Their acting part just came out of nowhere, and then they can't keep up with it. So they just went on the hate campaign and chased her out, because I know Meghan could have helped them if she did not know. Obviously nobody knows everything. If she did not know of the things that they were trying to achieve, I'm sure Meghan knows someone who knows it, or that person may know someone who knows someone. Could just imagine the amount of talent that the firm could have had over there if they had just accept Meghan. But no. So that's on them. Now we see where they're going. And then the worst thing is, with their stupidity, they're dragging all other people with them. And anyone who jump on the firm bandwagon, okay, they are as stupid as the firm, because I don't see how and why anybody will try to defend them. Because right now, what I see, in my humble opinion, is that the firm is dragging all the royals with them, because what the firm is trying to do is to create that pedestal, only them. That pedestal of people to admire, and like they like air and water, they can live without them or whatever. That pedestal that they're trying to create, okay, people are rejecting it. And then when the people reject it, I spoke about the French Revolution in one of my videos. Let me just leave it as that. So all the other world should just shut their mouth, and not even shut their mouth, just sit down and eat their food. And let Great Britain go down the whatever path the firm is taking them. Let them go by themselves, because if you come in, you're gonna be dragged along with them. Okay? And I post something about that on Twitter. And the Monaco guy, and who else? Some other, the Spanish one, they better be careful, because for some reason, I don't know why the hell did I spoke about it, and I did. Okay, with that money laundering that was going on. So just sit down and eat your food. Sit down and eat your food. Leave Britain alone. Let them go down the path that they're going by themselves. If your country accept you, good for you. Sit there and eat your food. Do not go down the path as, you know, that salty island over there. All right, so next tweet. I don't know. Did I bookmark that? I should have bookmarked that particular tweet that I did. Okay, it's about time they stood up. If a photo of two non-working members of the royal family is going to overshadow working members, they need to assess why are they paying for the royal family. That's the billion-dollar question. And go watch us type. It's really good listening. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. All right, let's listen. 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
This picture, this is from the One Young World Summit for youth leaders. That was what they did last month, and people are saying, oh, they've put this photo out, and it's really taken the light off this picture. Is that bad? I mean,
that is what people will say, because there is an army of people who hate Harry and Meghan with a vengeance. They will never stop. And many people know exactly who they are, and they're very vocal on social media as well. But for anyone
that is true. Even they come on our space, we're trying to avoid them, but they come on our space. So I don't know. Let's listen.
Is right-minded, who is sensible and fair, will go, it's another fantastic photo. That one
a fantastic photo, really, doing a really important job.
Thank you. Following their ethos of wanting to help. Various causes across the world.
Also,
and it's a stunning photo. Let's not get away
There's
from
this idea that sort of there's only one limelight, and a person can have it at any one time. It's like there's enough light out there for them all to shine on their.
That's the thing. There is so many. I always say there's always one more. There's always one more. There's always room for one more. But these people, from that salty island, they want to capture the light all to themselves. They are so freaking greedy with everything that they do. Greedy. But if people don't like you, you can force people to like you if you're doing shady stuff. People don't like shady stuff. So do something incredible so people could, I don't know. I know I'm done with salty island over there. But if you want people in the UK to love you, do something. You're taking their money for it. Do something for them. From my understanding, there's people who's in poverty. Do something for them, because this is what you claim their tax dollars is coming toward you for. So do something for them. I've been saying it. If you stick with the people, you'll have no problem. Just stick with the people. But instead, hey, let's listen. I'm going to, no, let me not move it back.
Release the photos 2 days after. That's a slight on the royals. If you release the photo a week later, it's only a week. That's a slight on the royals. What I notice is whenever Liz Truss, for example, or the government makes a horrendous mistake. Because whenever she makes a horrendous mistake, which is most days I wake up and I turn to the Mail online, it leads on something nasty about Meghan. And whenever there's a good news story from the government, it leads on the good news story from the government. So Meghan and Harry seem to me to be a sort of newspaper kicking post and distraction from the job at hand.
Seem to any sensible heads, they just don't seem to be able to do any right at all.
That's the thing. If you can continue like that, they're gonna be very shocked. Because if, with my humble little peanut brain, could put some stuff together to see how Meghan could achieve to get her peace of mind from UK, if to go to the international court, wow, they better be careful. But these people, they don't know any better. Not them in particular, but the UK tabloid over there, they don't know any better. Wow. Because smearing is going worldwide. But let's continue.
People who've never met them, slagging off slagging off someone you've never met based on stuff you read in newspapers written by people who've never met them either, who might have access to
you did do that yourself.
I did. That's why I know it to be the case, Phil. I know it to be the case. It's sad.
And
very sad.
A fabulous photo taken by Miss Harriman, who is a fantastic photographer who came
the hand-holding one.
This hand-holding photo. He came to notoriety because he took some really glorious photos and some really personal photos of people who were at the Black Lives Matter protest in Hyde Park, 2 summers ago. And his career has exploded since then, and he's a fantastic guy. Look at the beautiful, iconic photos that he's just taken of Harry and Meghan. We've got to celebrate that as well.
Okay.
That's very good. Iconic photo. Yeah, that was nice. Okay, what work are they doing? Oh, if you don't know, sorry. Okay, attending the ceremony of an opening of an envelope, their favorite pastime. Okay, British royal family live in the past 1,000 years. They only allow their heir to shine. Yeah, this is very sad. Do I have it here? I mentioned in one of the comment section with what's going on in Denmark, and I said I think royals should have one child because it's not fair the way they're treating the rest. They should have one child. What is it? China did that for the whole country. I think they changed it now. Their laws they have changed. But if this is the way they're treating their children, they should have a rule, only one child. Maybe there should be parliament should make some sort of a rule, one child per royal. Okay, because if they're treating those other kids like that, it's just not fair. Right now, Harry and Meghan are doing their own thing. The only thing from the royal family is jealous. They told them to leave. Okay, they don't have any love and acknowledgement. Just like Diana said, that no matter what she did, no acknowledgement, only criticism. Yep.
If I remember rightly, there's someone, because I hadn't passed any O-levels and taken any A-levels, I was stupid. And I made the grave mistake once of saying to a child I was thick as a plank in order to ease the child's nervousness, of which it did. But that headline went all around the world, and I rather regret saying it.
The Prince of Wales, in the biography, is described as a great thinker, a man with a tremendous range of interests. What did he think of your interests?
Well, I don't think I was allowed to have any. I think that I've always been the 18-year-old girl he got engaged to, so I don't think I've been given any credit for growth. And my goodness, I've had to grow.
Yep. Okay, Harley and Chilfield had a taste of hate online and was giving a public kicking. Is this the reason they seem to be getting a... Nah, for some reason, I usually okay with their analysis. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but they seem to be the only two sensible people who tend to talk reality. I've heard about I think it was the standing online. They skipped the queue for the Queens to see the casket or something like that, and I think David Beckham was upset about it and all of that. So that's something different. But in terms of their things, their talk show, whatever, they seem to be reasonable. Alright, Matt White has always been honest, so I like him. I hope Harley and Phil don't revert back to type. Okay, about time truth, there is enough light for everyone. That's the thing. Yep, that is true. There is always room for one more, but these people, their greediness, they want to grab everything. But they can only be in one space.